Good evening, and welcome to tonight's commencement ceremony for Victor J. Andrew High School. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2019 as they conclude their journey as high school students and look to a future of endless potential and opportunities. And without any further comment, I want to congratulate the class for breaking the curse. At this time, I ask you to remain standing or to stand and welcome the Tinley Park veterans of Foreign Wars Post 2791 for the presentation of colors. Please welcome Student Council Co-Presidents Ms. Gina Canavan and Miss Amy Coal to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance, followed by the Victor J. Andrew Band, who will perform the Star-Spangled Banner.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, Gina, Amy, Mr. Iwinski, and the Andrew Band. And thank you also to the Tinley Park VFW Post 2791 for supporting our commencement ceremony. Please be seated. It gives me great pleasure to introduce the guests seated on stage this evening. Representing District 230 Board of Education, our President, Mr. Tony Saratori, Vice President, Ms. Melissa Gracias, Board Secretary, Ms. Susan Dalton, Member, Mr. Michael Hardick, Member, Ms. Kate Murphy-Peterson, and Member, Mr. David O'Connor. From our district office, Superintendent, Dr. James Gay. Assistant Superintendent of Instructional Services, Dr. Kim Dreyer. Assistant Superintendent of Business Services, Mr. John Lavelle.
and Assistant Superintendent of Human Resources, Dr. Julia Wheaton. Representing Andrew High School, Associate Principal, Ms. Abir Othman, and Mr. Brian Nolan. And representing the class of 2019, please allow me to reintroduce Student Council Co-President, Ms. Gina Canavan, and Ms. Amy Kowal. Also, Senior Class President, Mr. Colin Brown. And tonight's keynote speaker, Mr. Kyrillos Georgi. At this time, it is my privilege to introduce our first speaker. This individual is not only our senior class president, he was involved in golf and baseball, as well as the variety show, and was a vital member of our incredible theater productions. He plans to attend Purdue University in the fall to study film and video, and Colin will continue with his passion for golf as he continues his way to becoming an architect. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Colin Brown.
Let's just hope my cap stays on. Good afternoon, Dr. Gay, members of the school board, teachers, staff, esteemed guests, regular guests, and students. I'm Colin Brown, Senior Class Council President. If you know me, cool, what's up? If you don't, hi, how are you? We went to school together. I want to give a big congratulations to everyone for being here. You made it. Round of applause for that. The world we live in is a dangerous place, plagued with things like Ebola, global warming, acne, and despite all this, we still managed to graduate. So congratulations again. We started our journey into Andrew High School a mere 4 years ago. As young, naive freshmen, we experienced life at a new, horrifying school. We were welcomed with the sing from Jim Cornelison, the Chicago Blackhawks national anthem singer, and experienced our first homecoming. The stage was set for us as freshmen. We could do anything, be anyone, and try anything. With sophomore year came more experience. The school we knew to be as daunting as the Haunted Mansion in Disney became just a school to us. We're also in the middle ground as sophomores, no longer dumb freshmen, but not yet upperclassmen. Junior year came and brought us stress. It seemed like every class, for some odd reason, got immensely harder. As Charles Dickens said, it was the best of times, it was the worst of times. Then senior year came. Looking back as freshmen, we never thought we'd actually be seniors in the school. We experienced our last homecoming, and for most of us, our first prom. We were on the news for our school spirit, and we just got back from Six Flags, which I'm still tired from. Now it's over. All the dread of AP classes and SAT or ACT testing is finally complete. We've raised $164,000 as a district for Relay for Life, and over $8,000 for St. Baldrick's. As a class, we had 71 kids for over 90 scholarships, accepting $6.2 million in scholarships. That's 1 out of every seniors receiving a scholarship. As a class, we raised the bar for school spirit back at Andrew. Now, as seniors listening to me, we are through, afflicted, and overwhelmed with senioritis. At the end of our careers as students, we have the opportunity to take on the world and pursue our passions, continuing to build our legacy. We may just be average students now, but many of the world leaders and successful icons started off just like you and me. Despite the failures and mistakes we will make, we find that the average can achieve greatness, whether recognized by the world or just a few. The class of 2019 won't be remembered for grades, popularity, likes, or favorites, but by our relationships, the kind of people we have become. This is our legacy, and truly makes us a class to remember. The past 4 years have been a wild but amazing ride, and I wish everyone the very best. Thank you.
Thank you, Colin, for sharing your thoughts with us. Good evening. I am honored to introduce tonight's keynote address. Our speaker is the epitome of perseverance and success. He redefined his story when he arrived in America 6 years ago. With determination and drive, he learned English very quickly and excelled in his studies. He also committed to all aspects of high school experiences by playing soccer and tennis, competing in chess, mathletes, and debate, and was a member of 3 honor societies, National, Spanish, and Mu Alpha Theta, all while assisting with swim guard and providing over 200 hours of service to the community. We look forward to his successes in the next chapters of his story as he attends the U.S. Air Force Academy to study aerospace engineering onto his path to become a pilot. Please help me welcome to the podium Mr. Kirlos Georgi.
You're welcome.
To our families, school board members, Andrew administration and teachers, and to the class of 2019, good evening. It is my absolute honor to stand here before you with the opportunity to speak to all of you at once. I am nowhere near being the perfect student, athlete, friend, or even family member, so it's quite surprising that I am the one delivering this word to you. Even if I have never had the honor of knowing you on a personal level, the message I'm here to share with you today is of complete and total relevance to the next step that we are all going to take together, which is life after high school. We have come a long way, but first day of freshman year only feels like yesterday. On that day, I walked to my Spanish class and found myself an empty seat, only to realize later that I was in the wrong period. At the time, I was too embarrassed to stand up and walk out, so I decided that it was in my best interest to stay in order to evade the embarrassment that would result of me leaving mid-class, until my teacher called me out and I had to shamefully walk out of class. Fast forward 4 years later, the embarrassment is not what matters, nor is the fear of facing a new challenge or the doubt that comes along with it. The storm, which is an idea that is usually frowned upon by those outside of our community, is greatly valued here at Andrew. It took me all the way until my senior year to understand and realize that Andrew High School is among the few that are able to see the beauty and feel the comfort within the storm and within the struggle. I feel compelled to give you the speech today in order to share with you just one perspective of what it means to be a T-bolt within the storm. With you, I spent 4 years of rigorous work and high expectations, and I experienced my fair share of struggle and hardship. In the process, I observed certain things to be true, one of which is that there are 2 ways you can influence human behavior. You can manipulate it, or you can inspire it. The later of the 2 is much more difficult to develop, but its effect is long-lasting and fulfilling. The most beautiful and distinctive characteristic here at Andrew is our ability to inspire, which allows us to make a positive and enduring difference upon others. We formed the storm not because we were told to. We formed the storm because we wanted to. Take this along with you. Inspire. Here at Andrew, remember your greatest triumphs and never forget your failures. Realize the difference of preparation you have put in both. We do form the storm, which is our greatest asset, but we must not let our strengths turn into weaknesses through lack of preparation. With high expectations, preparation is not a choice, but a necessity. You already know this, because you wouldn't be here if you didn't. I'm only here to remind you, hence why I encourage you to build your house upon the rock, so that when the wind blows, the waves pound, and the rain falls, you remain standing, lest you get destroyed by your own storm. Andrew formed the storm, but first, Andrew prepared. Take this along with you. Prepare. Not all of us could be leaders, and not all of us could be followers. But for those of you that do become leaders, remember this. Leadership is not an excuse to do less, but a responsibility to do more. Among you sitting here are leaders that I admire, both teachers and students. Remember, Andrew taught us one essential fact concerning leadership. You could only lead by example. Any other manner is not leadership, but management. Take this along with you. Lead. This is not a recipe for success. You won't find that anywhere. But this is how Andrew formed the storm. The storm did not guarantee success, but it secured a chance for us to make it, which we did by being here tonight. The beating heart of the storm, however, is the discipline instilled in us by our teachers and coaches. Motivation was the spark, but discipline is what kept us going. Andrew taught us that motivation is temporary, but discipline is enduring and everlasting. Take this along with you. Discipline. For those of you that are sad to leave, don't be worried. With the storm that you were taught to form here, you will create many more in the future. For we have known no limit, and we have seen no end to the potential that lies ahead of us. And also remember, along with the storm there comes change, which is our greatest gift, the ability to make a change. Don't waste it. Many have sacrificed to preserve it. Make full use of it and be assured that the work you do isn't just good for you, but also for those around you. Your teachers, your family members, your friends, all have a share in your success. Lastly, since we are T-Bolts now and forever, next time someone tells you to fear the storm, look them right in the eye and say, I am the storm. Thank you.
Thank you very much for sharing that powerful message and incredible reminder of the power of our storm. To share final thoughts for the class of 2019, I would like to welcome back our presidents, Amy and Gina. These two amazing young ladies have been true leaders of our school who have showed us compassion, equal voice, and belief in all members of the team. I am proud to share that Amy will be attending Clemson University to study biology with the goal of either pharmacy, medical school, or teaching, while Gina will be attending Loyola University to major in biochemistry to pursue a medical career, specifically neonatology or pediatric oncology. Please welcome back to the podium, Amy and Gina.
Good evening. My name is Amy Kowal, and with me tonight is Gina Canavan. It is an absolute honor to be with all of you tonight as we celebrate the class of 2019 commencement ceremony. We would like to begin by thanking those who have gotten us to this point tonight, especially our families, friends, teachers, and the District 230 administration. Our successes over the past 4 years could not have been without all of you.
Author Morris West once said, "If you spend your whole life waiting for the storm, you'll never enjoy the sunshine." While storms are highlighted negatively as something we must weather through, forming the storm as a thunderbolt was finding our passions and ourselves instead of wallowing in the hardships set out before us. Conflict crafted our voice, difficulty determined our unity, and struggle showed us resilience. Our class transformed Andrew High School into a place we can all describe as home. We received an education and took what we learned to become better people, make friends all around us, and rewrite what it means to be a T-Bolt. We demonstrated the epitome of what a spirited and driven high school is, and currently find ourselves at a bittersweet conclusion.
Now our time as high school students comes to an end, and our life in the real world begins. As it is often said, the word commencement is not defined as an end, but rather as a beginning. All our lives, we have been asked questions such as, what do you want to do when you grow up? And what are your plans after high school? Which all prompted us to picture our new beginnings. Yet, after 4 years of looking ahead, we must take this time to celebrate the accomplishments we have achieved, plans we have prepared, and memories we have yet to make. Whether we have the future mapped out already or have no clue where we even want to end up, we have to enjoy the journey, as these next years help us to reach our final destinations. We will encounter bumps, turns, and way too many potholes along the way. But our destinations are determined by our own merit. We are the future pilots, drivers, doctors, firefighters, business owners, and any other profession that may not even exist yet. Our futures will be striking, whether we see it yet now or not.
Although our destinations will result from different paths, it does not undermine the fact that our unity as a class is everlasting. Forming our storm was not just waking up at 5 in the morning to watch the sunrise together, belting out Sweet Caroline under the Friday night lights, boarding the buses to ride roller coasters in the rain at grad night, or breaking the curse today, but everything we will accomplish once we all cross this stage tonight. We are a class of remarkable individuals, but making our marks in high school is not the end for us. Know that although you've struck success here at Andrew, the storm will strike again. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm just looking at the clouds in the sky, and I'm thinking maybe a little less storm conversation as we proceed. So at this time, I ask the senior members of our choir to please proceed to the risers for tonight's performance. Learning to Fly is tonight's musical selection written by Mr. Tom Petty and arranged by Mr. Nick Box and Mr. Adam Fisher. This was selected by the class of 2019 choir. This song celebrates the future of the class of 2019. In the words of Tom Petty, the purpose of the song was that the challenging part of learning to fly is not the flying, it's often the landing. These past 4 years have been about learning to fly in every aspect. Tonight, our graduates are landing this plane called high school. Excitement, nervousness, anticipation, and a little bit of fear are all natural parts of landing this plane for the first time, for the final time. In dedicating this song to our graduates, we hope that this class will have the strength and courage to believe themselves not only where they are tonight, but where they will be from years from today. And now, for the final time, our senior choir members, joined by the remainder of the Victor J. Andrew Chorus, will perform Learning to Fly.
Started out
Thank you. Our final speaker tonight. During his tenure as superintendent, Dr. James Gay's leadership has provided energy, focus, and direction for our district. This year in particular, he challenged us to both tell our story and to listen to others, and it's made all the difference. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Consolidated School District 230, Dr. James Gay.
Thank you and good evening. It's truly, truly great to be here to celebrate with Andrew High School 2019. Congratulations, T-Bolts. As superintendent, I have the distinct pleasure of working with our students, staff, parents, and community in preparing you not only for this occasion, but more importantly, for what comes next. As soon-to-be alumni of Andrew High School, there is a whole world of possibilities ahead for you. This school year, as Mr. Nolting said, we have focused on telling the individual stories of students, staff, and alumni. Each of you has a story to tell. Tonight, we celebrate those stories and the rich, diverse, and uniquely Andrew story that they come together to create. Now, tonight's graduation is very special as we celebrate here, where you have written the first chapters of your life story. We celebrate the class of 2019 who have many, many notable achievements. There's quite a few I'm going to share here, and please applaud for anyone you want. The class of 2019 has 3 National Merit Commended students, 60 Illinois State Scholars, 528 students at Andrew took over 1,000 advanced placement tests. Your efforts, students in front of me, your efforts assisted in Andrew High School being ranked among the best high schools in America by U.S. News and World Report, with a silver medal and among the top 5% in the nation. As mentioned earlier by Colin, the class of 2019 has earned over $6 million, $6 million in scholarships. That's amazing. 4 of you have earned the seal of biliteracy, and another 5 earned a state commendation toward biliteracy. Among you are 43 all-conference athletes and more to come with spring sports playing this weekend. 56 of you earned the IHSA Scholastic Achievement Awards, and of the 18 varsity sports, 17 received team recognition as the IHSA All-American Honors. There are individual and team state qualifiers in bowling, dance, cheer, soccer, football, bocce, rhythmic gymnastic, track and field, and swimming, and more to come again this weekend. And Andrew High School has a state champion and unified soccer team. As stated earlier, you raised over $8,000 for St. Baldrick's, but I want to mention one other thing. Additionally, a large percent of the class of 2019 did participate in the District 230 Annual Relay for Life event. And the latest numbers that came in resulted in proceeds exceeding $170,000 this year to benefit American Cancer Society. Now listen, a total District 230 students have raised more than $6.6 million over the past 22 years to support cancer research and assistance. It's amazing, guys. Your compassion for others and your generosity is to be applauded. And I hope you will continue to help others in your future. For those going on to college and entering the work world, I hope you will continue to give back as members of your community. For those who have chosen to join the military, I salute your noble commitment and thank you for your service to our country. And I ask you to please stand to be recognized, the students who are entering the military after graduation. Please stand. There's more of you. Please stand. Please stand. As in any good book, there is anticipation for what these pages ahead will bring. I'm sure you have mixed emotions as you look toward your future. There's excitement as you conclude your high school years and reflect on the stories you have created here. There's uncertainty as you turn the page onto the next chapter, not knowing exactly what is to come, and there is anticipation as you take on new challenges to create your story. But one thing I can assure you, that your education as an Andrew student has prepared you well. My hope is that you take three key values with you: your unique voice, the courage to take risks, and the shared responsibility to be kind. First, you have begun to develop your voice in the 4 short years you spent here at Andrew. You have begun to find your place in this world, and you will continue to evolve in that understanding in the years to come. Your experiences, your values, and your identity are distinctive to you. Your unique voice is important in the world. And don't be afraid to express yourself and share what makes you uniquely you with others. Second, find the courage to take risks. When you believe in something passionately, be willing to take a chance on making your dreams a reality. While it may be more comfortable to settle for the status quo, I encourage you to take a chance, speak up for what you believe in, and have faith in yourself. And finally, always, always be kind. Your thoughtfulness in big and little things make a difference. A simple act of kindness can make the day better for others and for yourself. Always treat others with empathy and respect the world, and the world will be a brighter place because of you. My hope is that you take these words of advice and all the lessons you've learned here at Andrew High School with you as you write the rest of your story. I firmly believe that you are ready for whatever you choose to do upon graduation tonight. Your family, friends, school staff, and community have invested in your future through your education you received here at Andrew. And be sure to thank them for their love, their support, and their commitment that they have made to your success. You have put in the hard work and learned incredible lessons along the way. You've found great success. You've learned from your mistakes. You are prepared. You are prepared to walk across the stage into a future possibilities. So whatever your story leads, wherever it goes, I know you will make us proud as Andrew High School graduates. Congratulations, T-Bolts. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, it is time for me to confirm to the Board of Education that these seniors have successfully met the Consolidated High School District 230 requirements for graduation, and they have complied with regulations and laws required by the state of Illinois. At this time, I present the members of the Andrew High School class of 2019 to be awarded their diplomas.
I would like to ask all graduates and guests to join me before we begin in remembering a member of the class of 2019 who is not with us here tonight in body, but we know he is here in spirit. Daniel Hammond tragically died a year ago in March. Daniel had an incredible kindness and a contagious smile, and he was a next-level chess player. Daniel added value to our school once he joined our family after growing up in Indiana. At this time, please join me in a moment of silence for Daniel. Thank you. At this time, would the marshals please prepare the graduates to receive their diplomas? As reminders to the audience, we will be reading names in quick succession. You are encouraged to applaud for your family and friends, but please, we ask that you do so in a manner that does not distract from the next name read. We will begin reading names once we get students into position.
Amy Elizabeth Kowal.
Gina Elizabeth Canavan.
Colin John Brown.
Kirolos I. Georgie.
Manar Mazan Abdallah.
Hadil Z. Abdallah.
Mej Abdelhadi.
Saeed Mazen Abdallah.
Muath W. Abdeljaber.
Ali Abdal Hamid.
Lana Abuad.
Nasim A. Abdalmoudi.
Shaima Ubuzba.
Ahmad Abdalrahman Abuhani.
Rania Abuzer.
Osama T. Abusad.
Angelica Aguilar.
Noor Saleh Abusini.
Jenna A. Ahmad.
Noah G. Ackman.
Tasneem Ahmad.
Aya A. Ahmad.
Tematopi Ajumadi.
Khalid W. Ahmad.
Siam El Karabawi.
Sandra S. Ajaj.
Lutfi Ali.
John S. Aknuk.
Rasha El Nassar.
Michael Jacob Allen.
Lena Eloisi.
Abdal Hafiz Al Masri.
Christian Michael Alvarez.
Malik Mohammed Al Amari.
Kayla Gabrielle Andrews.
Naya F. Al Sayed.
Sadine Arbiat.
Brandon T. Anderson.
Heather Dylan Avarello.
Amir M. Akel.
Ibrahim Atia.
Gianna Marie Ardolino.
Majid Awauda.
Motez Abe Askar.
Nina Badaliaco.
Elias J. Atia.
Elizabeth R. Beyer.
Isnad A. Aish.
Grant S. Bailey.
Nathan D. Baden.
Andrew Michael Barless.
Maggie Sarah Bailey.
Gabrielle Ray Barrett.
Sarah J. Baluta.
Mia Jordan Bartolotta.
Jared R. Barnett.
Travis Conrad Benecki.
Ariana Josephine Bartoviak.
Matthew J. Bickham.
Nicole Marie Bath.
Rebecca Lynn Blomberg.
Dr. Berbertosi.
Mateo N. Bolton.
Cameron Brooklyn Belek.
Madison A. Brandt.
Emily Claire Black.
Noor I. Basul.
Cassidy Bone.
Rebecca Nicole Budrick.
Sophia Isabel Bonilla Nieves.
Carl Clifton Birch III.
Jennifer McKenna Brooks.
J. Allen Bushnell.
Dakota J. Bryson.
Alexandria May Callum.
Brian Philip Buchko.
Antonio Campos.
Marley L. Boltis.
Amanda D. Canino.
Alexis E. Burnett.
Katie Marie Cavaretta.
Lori Ann Bushnell.
Alexa Marie Caponegro.
Ashley A. Casiato.
James M. Carey.
J. Campbell.
Austin Joseph Carter.
James P. Cannon.
Jacob Richard Chapman.
Alyssa M. Capoletti.
Irina Catherine Clausius.
Kayla M. Cardinal.
Eileen R. Cleese.
Jessica Nicole Carroll.
Isis N. Coleman.
Elias L. Castillo.
Priscilla Contreras.
Jacob A. Cerrito.
Gia Bella Cozy.
Porrick J. Clark.
Courtney A. Craig.
Caitlin R. Clay.
Claire Bridget Cronin.
Azark Emmanuel Cobbs.
Michael Carter Cross.
Kaylee Connolly.
Matthew Jordan Cryan.
Kyla C. Corona.
Brandon T. Dixon.
Brianna Nicole Casalino.
Spiridon Dricos.
Ryan Samuel Croce.
Matthew R. Cunningham.
Joseph James Kronk.
Aaron Catherine Danaher.
Brandon Lee Cruz.
Tuka Khalil Daluid.
Stephanie Curtis.
Richard De Jesus.
Jareem Cunningham.
Alexandria C. Delarme.
Cassandra Dito.
Allie Carlson Dempsey.
Carmen Del Valle.
Megan Rose DeYoung.
Julene Renee Del Percio.
Jerry J. Deal.
Brianna Madeline DeMarco.
Noelle Lauren Duty.
Alexandra Dennis.
Marissa Allison Dubois.
Ryan J. Devine.
Alexandra Rose Duran.
Kristen L. Diaz.
Evan Duncan.
Carter J. Dickaboom.
Veronica Rose Dykstra.
Amanda Rose G. Dizon.
Brianni Nyla Edwards.
Patrick D. Doran.
Tasneem Isa.
Nathan William Dring.
Omar A. Elhays.
Lacey C. Dyka.
Jaden S. Espinoza.
Patrick D. Dunn.
Daryl Faro II.
Hamza Dwake.
Clarice Ferralino.
Mary Clay Dislin.
Abigail Lubeau Fitzpatrick.
Noah Riley Eichhorn.
Lucas R. Franzen.
Noor Zeki Elhamani.
Joseph Amar Galanti.
Ahmad M. Elsholi.
Caitlin Mary Gallagher.
Stephen L. Farley.
Liam J. Gallagher.
Bori Farah.
Lauren Hassan.
Connor R. Finn.
Anthony F. DeSantis.
Marco Flores.
Ryan P. Garbrecht.
Nicholas Stephen Gata.
Ethan D. Gaughan.
Christian Galindo.
Andrew Joseph Gelfo.
Jason Michael Gallagher.
Susanna Ray Giroux.
Maggie M. Garand.
Sophia Godet.
Luke T. Gardner.
Jason E. Gomez.
Anna Teresa Gavron.
Nicholas Quinton Gomez.
Miles Malachi Genzel.
Lauren Kennedy Green.
Zachary A. Gibbs.
Hannah Elizabeth Groman.
Justin C. Gluck.
Samuel James Gutierrez.
Eduardo Godinez Jr.
Jacob Hack.
Ezra Syed Goma.
Mohammed Harb.
Julia Rose Gomez.
Caden Scott Heatherwick.
Kyle R. Grant.
Robin N. Hemerick.
Anna Rosemary Gregg.
Carla Herrera.
Nathan T. Gutierrez.
Bailey Etta Marie Hess.
Samantha Marie Guzik.
Joshua W. Holubiak.
Bashar H. Hamden.
Tyler Jacob Horn.
Alexander J. Hansen.
Jason R. House.
Jessica M. Hartman.
Brooke Ashley Howe.
Michael Quinn Healy.
Jack Richard Haminsky.
Amanda Page Heater.
Zaid Hussein.
Moses Hernandez.
Claire M. Ivers.
Brendan J. Heron.
Monique M. Jaber.
Alyssa Marie Hollandoner.
Reba K. Jacob.
Allison M. Howe.
Allison Starr Jensen.
Seth Hawkins Huizinga.
Kyle John Godlewski.
Dalia M. Hussein.
Ariana Giselle Jimenez.
Tasneem Ferris Ifkeda.
Lauren E. Johnson.
Nada Jaber.
Robert Anthony Joyner, Jr.,
Madison Paige Jager,
Natalie Jawabre,
Thomas James Gendra,
Adam Youngsma,
Ibrahim A. Jaber,
Adam M. Juma, L. Kakarletres,
Haley Marie Jezanowski,
Justin Michael Camholes,
Julie M. Johnson,
Juma R. Cannon,
Michael A. Johnson,
William John Karopoulos,
Noah Thomas Jones,
Olivia May Casper,
Hannah M. Julian,
Mohammed K. Khatib,
Nika T. Kaiser,
Julia Ann Kamisek,
Haley Kathleen Camholes,
Samantha A. Coppers,
Kirsten Elizabeth Camholes,
Jeffrey Ryan Daniel,
Khadijah O. Kareem,
Benjamin Andrew Kramick,
Emma Bregan Kashnitz,
Erica L. Kruger,
Rebecca M. Katz,
Kayla Marie Kroll,
Andrew Anthony Kelly,
Rana Kadus,
Ahmad S. Khalil,
Kaylee Kwiatkowski,
Alexander Gregory King,
Patrick J. Landers,
Kaylin Alexis Angele Knight,
Caitlin Nicole Lepore,
Michael Kopika,
Lily Minwick Lay,
Morgan E. Kozar,
Corlin Marquise Leonard,
Carolyn Grace Kruger,
Elise N. Latier,
Samantha E. Kruger,
Addison Elizabeth Lynn,
Jeanette A. Cuban,
Anaya Nazialong,
Kayla M. Kushel,
Armando Lopez,
Kyle Anthony Lance,
Tyler A. Lucas,
Isaiah Olujimi Lasisi,
Caitlin Ann Lynch,
Olivia Elizabeth Leonard,
Dylan Michael Mafia,
Fallon V. Lerner,
Emily Marie Malinowski,
Madison Ann Lewis,
Dave De Guzman Managara,
Amanda R. Long,
Mohammed D. Morrow,
Allison J. Lopez,
Stella Martinez,
Hannah M. Loring,
Christopher John Matthew,
Peter A. Lulo,
Zachary Robert Maddox,
Madison Marie Maz,
Brandon M. Maza,
Zachary M. Majewski,
Elizabeth J. McDougall,
Joshua W. Maloney,
Daniel J. McGuire,
Adam Joseph Mannion,
Aiden Donald McKiernan,
Ibsen Martinez,
Katie E. McLaughlin,
Mira Kiana Mascalino Carr,
Thomas J. McPeak,
John Michael Moss III,
Ferris Musa Mashal,
Raven Marie McBride,
Denai E. Myers,
Fiona Kennedy McGrath,
Brandon Stephen Michaelek,
Ryan Thomas McGuire,
Riley Magnus Michaels,
Christian J. McLaughlin,
Alex R. McCula,
Allison Jade McPeak,
Isiana Justina Karen Mitchell,
Madeline G. Murtaughan,
Gaida Mohammed,
Ryan M. Miras,
Taylor Lee Mondragon,
Connor William Michaels,
Anthony B. Montalbano,
Hannah Marion Mahalik,
Caitlin A. Morris,
James P. Magawa,
Sarah C. Muller,
Aman A. Mirza,
Caitlin May Mangia,
Carolyn Stella Rose Modrick,
Bailey C. Murphy,
Jacob A. Mohammed,
Brandy N. Mize,
Aiden M. Manor,
Hala Nazaruddin,
Taryn Andrea Moore.
Siglali Navarro.
Alvin George Muckak.
Megan Ann Nemick.
Maria E. Mundo.
Casey Lynn Noe.
Brian R. Munoz.
Kevin Timothy Normoyle.
Sierra M. Murray.
Bilal A. O'Day.
Amber M. Nagel.
Tyler Osborne Olson.
Sophia A. Nasser.
Amina Mohammed Omari.
Kara Rose Neary.
Megan N. O'Neill.
Caitlin V. Nguyen.
Sean M. O'Sullivan.
Joseph R. Norakis.
Connor Joseph Ott Alson.
Matthew J. Novak.
Anna Sawa Awusateng.
Luke Robert John O'Connell.
Lauren Pala.
Kyle A. Olalde Welling.
Mikhail Paluki.
Ryan J. O'Malley.
Andrew John Pappas.
Ashley Faith Andres.
Alondra Lynn Parkett.
Kelly L. O'Reilly.
Emily Brianna Pauls.
Ibrahim A. Othman.
Nicholas Gustav Pavelka.
Tyler J. Oshaniak.
Jacob T. Pio.
Alyssa Marie Packer.
Anna E. Petro.
Stephanie Darlene Pallader.
Megan May Petzold.
Nicole S. Panito.
Nicole Pukala.
Nicholas G. Pappas.
Ayub Kassam.
Kyle V. Patel.
Paige Rogowski.
Christopher George Paulson.
Fernando Ramos III.
Richard Edward Payton II.
Youssef A. Rashid.
Hannah Mae Peterson.
Richard R. Remus.
Emily Margaret Petro.
Eric Christian Wren.
Joseph Anthony Pilney.
Timothy Patrick Rickey.
Tyler Evan Preeson.
Aaron J. Riggleston.
Emily Marie Postelnick.
Gabriella May Rivera.
Jack K. Quinn.
Kaylin Therese Robertson.
Abdallah M. Rafati.
Anthony C. Romero.
Karam A. Rahman.
Jonathan Andrew Roy.
George N. Raptis.
Isabella Rizzuto.
Griffin J. Reedy.
Kyle R. Rupert.
Alexander K. Wren.
Khalil Iad Sada.
Daniel P. Repa.
Samra Safdar.
Michelle Joy Ritchie.
Isabella Sage.
Travis James Roberts.
Helwa Bassam Salama.
Lauren Ashley Rohead.
Sebastian A. Salis.
Alma M. Romo.
Jamil W. Salmon.
Devin Sean Rubinas.
Andriana Sanchez.
Michael William Ryan.
Joshua Santos Miranda.
Kyle Nicholas Sadowski.
Devin Anthony Santriano.
Abdelmoudi M. Safi.
Brett A. Scanlon.
Tyler J. Salamoni.
Thomas P. Schiller.
Esme M. Salinas.
Blake Stephen Sierra.
Joseph H. Solomon.
William R. Sexton.
Kaya Icon S. Sanchez.
Abigail R. Shambo.
Amen S. Sarsour.
Aya Sheik.
Grace Rose Sauceda.
Catherine Kate Shin.
Jenna K. Schaefer.
Bayan Mashor Schwabi.
Anna L. Schischler.
Cole Anthony Silva.
Eric Arthur Schultz.
Haley Marie Smith.
Jeffrey Paul Serafini.
Trent Adam Smith.
Madeline S. Shalabi.
Kathy P. Soika.
Keelan Michael Sharkey.
Amelia M. Soto.
Michael Sherwood.
Kaylee Nicole Stariha.
Anthony John Shoemaker.
Hannah M. Stevens,
Nicholas R. Sedlecki,
Dekel Nathaniel Stingley,
John Martin Sikorsky,
Leah Rose Stecker,
Kayla D. Smith,
Aiden Michael Strunka,
Maxwell James Smythe,
Dylan James Studebaker,
Christina Soltis,
Matthew R. Suda,
Gabriella K. Sportello,
Stephanie A. Chipkowski,
Daniel James Stedman,
Vivian Tadros,
Jenna L. Stockton,
Deontay Zaril Taylor,
Brett A. Strobe,
Brianna C. Tijak,
Michelle Strozowska,
Hannah Isabel Torres,
James Raymond Supka II,
Nicholas J. Trevino,
Ryan Andrew Swims,
T. Lee Trung,
Alexia Nicole Shishlak,
Ethan C. Took,
Najaya Thunweir,
Brandon L. Euling,
Lauren Mavis Taylor,
Brooke Elizabeth Vaccarello,
Nathan David Koch,
Luciano Ronald Valdez,
Tan Tran,
Elizabeth M. Van Cleek,
Maximus J. Singos,
Matthew John Velacity,
Bridget Winifred Tunney,
Brianna Elise Wagnon,
John Thomas Yuka,
Matthew Odell Warren,
Zachary David Unger,
Luke David Watsky,
Bon C. Van,
Zachary Michael Wirt,
Michael J. Vasala,
Dean J. Wyland,
Gregory Michael Velocity,
Catherine Denise Wilbur,
Michaela Marie Wagner,
Logan Elijah Williams,
Samantha Rose Werpicha,
Kelly M. Wilson,
Victoria J. Watkins,
Madison Jace Winson,
Haley E. Weeks,
Ryan Quinn Wood,
Patrick Joseph Weigel,
Chad Joseph Yannick,
Nathan F. Wetmore,
Malak Basim Yassin,
Abby Rose Williams,
Haneen J. Yosef,
Ryan Andrew Windle, Riley Morgan Withers, Madison Julia Worker, Lubna Yassin, Colleen M. Young, Yasmin Diane Zigar, Jennifer Emily Zufan,
Can I get one round of applause for our entire class of 2019? Throughout tonight, you heard some incredible speeches from our 4 students and our superintendent, and there's probably not one thing that I could add to what they stated. I do have one final thought, as I proudly and humbly served you as your principal. That was too early. Saying goodbye has kind of been a running joke in my family and in my friends. It's a weakness of mine. I don't do it very often. I escape out the back door. Tonight, it would not feel right to not say goodbye to the class of 2019. We shared time, we built relationships, we wrote our story together. I cared for you all as if you were my own in my family, and you accepted me into yours as if I was part of your family. And there's nothing I could say other than thank you. I will never forget this class. I will never forget the individuals. I will never forget the stories. I will never forget the hallway conversations. I will never forget the successes, and I will never forget the not yet moments. I wish you nothing but the best. I know that you are ready for whatever life brings you, and I will miss you dearly. Never forget, don't do that. Never forget how special you are to us, and you will always be a T-Bolt. At this time, I now ask Gina, Amy, Colin, and Krilos to please come to the podium to lead the graduates in the timeless graduation tradition. Please rise and follow the lead of those on stage as they move their tassels from the right to the left, symbolizing the transition from students to alumnus. At this time, it is my honor to say to the class of 2019, my best on your bright future, and you are now officially dismissed.